Hey, collective. Let's get right into it. I have been really drained. So yesterday was like the first time I went to bed before 9 in years. Probably since I had my daughter. And I felt so rejuvenated about until like 4 a.m. I woke up and then I felt good up until I fell asleep, had this dream, and woke right back up at the time I usually get up because I be up all night with the baby. I don't be up all night with her, but she has her moments where she, like the big kids, they go to bed when they supposed to. But her, and then she thinks that she is a big kid, so if they not asleep, she don't want to go to sleep, and I let them stay up longer than her. But then I have to put everybody to bed because it's just. I was like, I cannot wait until you get old enough for me to just be like, girl, go in there and go to sleep. But right now, she ain't at that point. She don't be feeling that whole go ahead, go to sleep thing. It's like, and then, and then like this is the. Give me some messages. This is the first time I had a child who had she has so much energy. Like my boys, I would take them to the park for a few hours and wear them out, and that was it. No, she'll go to the park for a few hours, don't take a nap, play outside in water, run, play with her brothers, will, tire her out. She still will stay up for 12 hours. Plus, if you let her. All right, so far I have burning evidence, I hate nothing about you, depression, love story, and setting the record straight. Let me just get one more before I start on energy that I'm receiving from these cards. Give me one more just to clarify. There we go. One more. All right. Bank failure and falling to pieces. So this is the energy of someone wants to set some type of record straight about how they feel about you. And it's keeping them in some type of depression, some type of dark energy. It's like maybe so I got okay, I'm gonna just throw out what I'm hearing. Some type of somebody was like maybe going in on a loan or something on a house, or like going like had a like you and someone else was going in on something that required some type of bank approval, and if backfired, and it could be okay. So it's saying, I'm hearing it could be due to some type of era, and maybe you thought, and this could be like a particular person, like maybe you thought it was something else but it wasn't, but that was just kind of like kept coming out at me. So some other energies I'm getting is someone who it's like they have something to say to you, they feel some type of way about you, they want you to know that they don't hate you, they don't feel sour about you, they do love you, but something, has ran its course. Like it's what it is. It's like it's to a point where like maybe once somebody was so mad that that they start burning some type of evidence, or they got caught and they thought that maybe burning evidence or throwing out evidence would that they wouldn't get caught, but it's like everything is falling apart, and it's like now this person want to kind of set the record straight because you don't hate them, they don't hate you, you disappointed, they disappointed, but they do have some type of love for you. Like once upon a time there was like true love in this connection. However, I don't know if it's like some type of money, maybe money could be like the reason why everything fell apart, and it's like they use some money or something, fake friends, cults, finding evidence. So I got evidence once again, getting caught cheating, fake apology, outdated, expired, old news, discarded, fulfilling fantasy, and running away. Okay, so again, at the end of it all, is it needs to be written off. Some type of friends, because evidence came up twice, so evidence is standing out. I don't know if maybe you have the evidence that you need to get some type of divorce or some type of, or you found out some news about this friend, maybe because fake and evidence is on this energy twice. So I guess somebody's trying to run away from something, or you feel like running away, or maybe somebody's running away from a problem, or some type of situation, instead of them being honest, and it's like they giving this dry, outdated apology. This I'm sorry, it didn't mean nothing, it wasn't what you thought. And it's like you probably been feeling like, why am I feeling like this? Why am I going through this type of down and out type of energy? And it's just because it's like when you know something, you can't just quite put your finger on it, or it's like you did find out and now it's like, damn, it confirmed everything that I thought. But it does have fulfilling fantasy, and what stands out to me too is that these two, the depression and fulfilling fantasy, have like the same type of person on it. So maybe fulfilling some type of fantasy caused that depression, or maybe somebody fulfilled some type of fantasy that put them in a depressed, because energy, and I explain this as much as I can, energy is sacred energy exchange, sex. And sometimes you can sleep with someone who have that has I don't think I was supposed to say that. I think I'm supposed to say X. But you can have X with someone and they have some type of lingering energy on them that's like maybe depressed or something like that, which can transfer. But this caught, like somebody got caught, something, it's like you went through maybe old photos, pictures, notes, paper, something came in, or maybe somebody thought that by burning this evidence that they was gonna get away with it, but they didn't burn everything. Like everything wasn't burned. You found it. You definitely stumbled upon what you was looking for. And at this point, with the fulfilling fantasy, it's like, was this a fantasy? Like, was it like you're fulfilled now? Like what you went through in this connection could have very much been just a fantasy fairy tale, and that's why it ended up falling apart, because it wasn't built on trueness. It was built on maybe lust, lies, with bank here, maybe money, finances. I also keep hearing or seeing red. I'm not sure if that's just because you're angry. That may just be like your favorite color, or that color keeps standing out to you. But if I was you, I would look up maybe like the aura color red. look up red, or like what do red means. When people tell me like they see numbers and things of that nature, it's like I try to say like don't limit it to just don't Google 1111 angel numbers. Google like 1111 in love, 1111 in finances, 1111 in health, 1111 in romance, and like that. Kind of be a little bit more specific, so that these numbers that's kind of like being thrown out to you, um, you kind of you kind of know what it means. Um, but sorry, I had my family came in the house. But I'm gonna pull these kind of just to clarify just a little bit, because and this is past life, but one of my past life decks. But I wanna see if maybe some past life energy is the reason why you keep maybe stumbling across this type of person, or maybe you're just trying to figure out why did it even get to this point, outside of the obvious, outside of the surface things. So I do get trees and wars and battles, so I feel like the connection wasn't, it was no type of like it wasn't authentic. It was always battles. It was always wars. It was always arguments. It was always back and forth. Also with trees, I get maybe you were like either maybe you need to hug some trees, or it could be you were someone who was just like really connected to nature. But imprisonment and slavery. So I feel like maybe you was just used to being with people who had maybe some type of control over you, some type of mind control, or people knew that they could control you or manipulate you, or you just felt imprisoned, or like a slave in this relationship. And it's like maybe, you kind of stayed just because traditionally, people, and Native American kind of came out, but I put it back right when I said traditionally. So again, you could have done it just because of what your family thought, but now it's just like, yeah, everything is out there. Everything, it has religions and spirituality. So like I said, it could be based off of what family. It could be based off of what other people expectations are. So that's kind of why you stuck around instead of kind of. It's like you already knew, but you needed that evidence. And I think finances falling apart was kind of like the jump start of all the secrets coming out, as far as, maybe the lying, the cheating, the stealing, the gambling, or things like that. But my advice would be to just kind of, get more back in tune with yourself. Sometimes you got to just kind of forgive yourself for, making certain decisions and going down certain paths. At the end of the day, I personally feel like no matter what we do, we always get led to the path that we're supposed to be on if you're in tune. So just kind of get out of that imprisonment mind frame. Don't feel confined when you do get in another relationship. Don't feel like you're obligated to cater to people's feelings, and but also don't take what you went through in this situation to the next situation, because then it's gonna feel familiar to you because you haven't gotten over what you went through. No matter how many people you date, it's gonna all still feel familiar because you haven't. Because once you heal what's inside of you, the things that cause you to attract these type of people will be gone. So then you won't even have to really question it, or you wouldn't even. This won't come up. So I do feel like this was a life lesson. And I feel like instead of running away, now is the time to kind of write down things that make sense to you. Dreams, numbers, colors, smells, animals you see frequently to connect you to that path that you're meant to be on, kind of sooner than later. And that's it. I don't have anything else. Bye.